This is Healthy Living episode number 2. Today we're going to talk about cooking oil.
Take effing action, put it together, and subscribe to Tom Penn's channel on YouTube now. Yeah, I like it. It's crazy.
In episode number 1, we talk about how sugar is bad for you. Sugar will destroy your health over time. Not quickly, slowly. It will make you diabetic. It will make you insulin resistant. So be very careful how much sugar you consume. Sugar can be anything sweet or rice, noodle, bread, potato. Anything starchy contains a lot of sugar. Even the vegetables, green vegetables have sugar in it, but in low quantities. So that's okay. Beef or pork or chicken don't have sugar. Zero sugar content in them. Today we're going to talk about cooking oils. Let's see what I have, okay? So we have something like this that you can buy in most Vietnamese stores. Also, we have something like coconut oil. I'm sure nobody uses that. We have some extra olive virgin oil. What else do we have here? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like to use butter. Butter is totally natural. And like I said in episode 1, what everybody thinks about saturated fat is wrong. Butter is actually very good for you. Unfortunately, people relate that to cholesterol, relate that to heart attack, but that's not true. And again, like recent scientific studies, we're looking at anything post year 2000. All the studies show you that actually saturated fat is okay. Today I will explain. I don't have butter. I run out of butter. We're in a lockdown. We run out of butter. We cannot buy butter. Fuck. Of all the oils, these are all cooking oils, by the way, and butter. I don't have butter. I like butter the best, by the way. I just explained. Of all the cooking oils, this is the worst. But when you look at the label, it says healthy. It actually says healthy. It tells you it's got like 0% cholesterol. See that? It says 0% cholesterol and it's healthy. And it's got a picture of vegetable and like a sunflower. So when you look at that, you go, wow, this is healthy. This is healthy stuff. Let's buy this and use it to cook stuff. And that's how most consumers, make their decision. They go to Walmart and they look at the packaging. Oh, this is healthy, 0% cholesterol, omega-3, omega-6. Oh yeah, this is great. Take it home. But this is slowly fucking killing you. I want you to understand how they make this oil. Typically, these oils are made from vegetables or they're made from seeds, whether it's soy, in this case it's sunflower seed. They make it from some kind of seed. They take all the seed and then they extract the oil to make this. I want you to think about soy. Do you think soy is naturally very oily? No, it's not. So it's very difficult to extract the oil to make this. So what they do is they get a lot of soy or sunflower seed and they use chemicals. And the chemical that they use is called hexane. Very harsh, poisonous chemical that can cause cancer is used to extract this oil. So they put soy in it, they put the chemical in it, they extract the oil, they remove the chemical. And they make this and they sell it to you and then you eat it and you think it's healthy. It's not. A few years back in Taiwan, they found like there are manufacturers that do something unethical. They actually make this oil out of industrial waste that they import from Vietnam. True story. You can Google this. When you buy something like this, you are dependent on the ethical behavior of the manufacturer. Are they really removing all the chemicals? Are they really using the seed? You don't know. And a lot of people in Taiwan died from like a stomach cancer because they used the wrong oil. It was a big scandal back then. When you buy something like this, just remember this is processed. This is made in an industrial process, not good for you. So what about extra virgin olive? This is great for you because it's not hard to get oil out of olive because olives are naturally oily. You squeeze, oil come out. So there's no chemical process here. You know this is a real thing. But the problem with extra virgin olive oil is that you really should use it in salad. You should not use it in cooking. This has a very low smoke point. Smoke point meaning that it will start smoking. When it starts smoking, that means that there's a chemical process. And that chemical process probably is bad for you. Chemical process probably is making the oil poisonous, cancerous. So really you should use this in salads. Coconut oil is very good. I don't like it because it tastes like shit. I don't like the taste. But this has higher smoke point, and this is also naturally made because you know coconuts are naturally oily. They don't have to do too much to get the oil out of it. I like butter because butter is basically just milk. You stir the milk, eventually it turns into butter. It's all natural process. You know there's no chemicals there. And also because saturated fat is not bad fat. Now, let me explain why saturated fat is not bad. This is a huge misconception. I'm going to teach you chemistry now. Now, the things I do to educate my audience. So there are 3 types of fat. There's saturated fat, and there's unsaturated fat, and there's like the really not good unsaturated fat. Let me show you, okay? Saturated fat meaning you have carbon, and each carbon has 2 hydrogen. My fucking God, I'm like explaining chemistry here, man. That's the chemical composition of saturated fat. And this is the most stable form of fat. When you eat this doesn't change. It's the safest. When you have unsaturated fat, what happens is that you get something like this. So you have a double bond between 2 carbons. And when you have something like this, the chemical chain actually is bent. And what this means is that this is easy to break. So when you have something like this, the unsaturated fat is easy to turn into something else, maybe something cancerous. So it's actually not good for you. This is good in salad. This is mostly the olive oil. This is great. This is actually good for your body, but you don't want to cook it. You don't want to cook it. The worst kind of oil is when you have something like this. So you have a double bond still. You have 1 hydrogen here, 1 hydrogen here. This is not natural. This is man-made. This kind of oil is called hydrogenated oil and usually found in something like this. If you see hydrogenized oil on the label, it's bad. That means this thing is really bad for you because your body does not know how to process it because it does not occur naturally. This only happens in a chemical process. It only happens in an industrial chemical process. And this thing, the body doesn't know how to handle. And this thing is what actually causes a lot of cholesterol. This is what causes a lot of problems with your cardiovascular circulation system. This exists in manufactured oil. This exists in margarine. Do not eat margarine. Margarine is very bad for you. Avoid anything that comes out of a factory that's made from an industrial process, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm right. Do your own research. I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. But I know what I'm telling you is right. But you have to do your own research. So butter is great. Extra virgin olive is great for salads. Try to avoid this kind of oil. And that will actually probably give you a few more years of life. And you will lose weight just by changing your oil. Take some fucking action. I'm gonna drink this coffee and don't be a fucktard.